Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today I finally got the third hidden artifact appearance for my Warlock, so I decided now was a good time to make a quick info guide on the 3 artifact appearances, giving you some up-to-date information how to get each of them, and also some useful macros you may find handy for tracking your progress on the other colours for the hidden appearances. So, first let's talk about Destruction, whose artifact appearance is called the Legion Terror. The item to unlock this is called the Burning Jewel of Sargeras, and it has a small chance to drop from the elite that you summon with the Ritual of Doom in your class hall. You don't need to actually have the Ritual of Doom trait yourself. You can just join a party on the pre-made and kill the elite that way. There's usually some going every day, so you should have no trouble with that. One thing to note though is you can only kill the summoned elite once per day, meaning you only have one chance per day. So just make sure you do it every day and you will eventually get it. There's no additional requirements to get this appearance, such as artifact knowledge. It's simply a rare drop. Next, let's talk about Demonology, whose artifact appearance is called the thal'kiel's Visage. If you've seen my last video, you'll probably already know the process of getting this one. But at the time of making that video, there was a common theory that was, there was some kind of prerequisite to starting, the hunt, such as reputation, things like that. However, this doesn't really appear to be true anymore. There may still be something you need to do first, but the general consensus now is that you simply need to have artifact knowledge level 4, and then you can start the hunt. So, yeah, once you've got level 4, if you start killing Eridar mobs, it doesn't matter which ones, any Eridar mobs in the Broken Isles, and you'll eventually start looting grey quality heads. Keep killing the same Eridar mobs over and over again until you have a total of 5 grey heads, or with a different name. And when you loot the 6th head, that will be the artifact appearance called the Visage of the First Awakener. You can see a full breakdown of this particular appearance in my previous video if you want to check that out. Lastly, let's talk about Affliction, whose artifact appearance is called the Executioner. The item to unlock this is called the Essence of the Executioner, and is looted after you complete a questline. To start the questline, you need to loot an item called the Grimoire of the First Necrolite, which, like the Demonology, drops from Eridar mobs on the Broken Isles, once you have Artifact Knowledge level 5. So, once you get Artifact Knowledge level 5, start killing Eridar mobs, you'll eventually get the item. Once you start the quest that this item gives, it'll tell you to kill, obtain 13 skulls from powerful humanoid champions on the Broken Isles. Now, there's a bit of misconception here to how you actually get the skulls, so I'll try and clear it up a little bit. Firstly, the skulls can't be simply obtained by killing enemies in the open world. It only drops as bonus loot from a world quest reward, meaning you need to have the world quest active to actually get the skull when it completes. The world quest also has to be for a rare elite, the ones that have 40 plus million health, not the smaller shitty ones with like 10 million, they don't count. And also, even though the quest says humanoid, it doesn't strictly need to be humanoids, as I've obtained them from demons and undeads as well. So, as long as it's probably not beast or elemental, I think it'll probably count. Also, if you die when you're fighting the rare elite, you apparently don't get a skull. This never happened to me, but there have been reports that if you die while fighting the rare elites and the quest completes, the world quest, you don't get a skull. Obviously, this is a bug, but it's just something to be aware of, that if you die during a fight, if you can't get back to your corpse and res before the rare dies, just release and stay dead and get it next time round. Finally, it'll probably take a good 2 or 3 weeks to get all of them, all 13 skulls, depending on which world quest spawns. So I'd probably make sure you do log on once a day, just to make sure you don't miss any. Finally, when you have all 13 skulls, you take them to the Deadwind Pass, put them on an altar, an NPC will spawn and try to kill you, you kill her, and you loot the appearance from her corpse. So, with those 3 artifact appearances out the way, let's just talk about the different colours. There's 3 different colours you can get after the initial one. There's one for completing 200 world quests, one for completing 100 dungeons, and one for killing 1000 players, all with a hidden artifact equipped, or a hidden artifact appearance equipped. So, the world quest one is definitely the easiest to complete. It just takes a bit of time. I think it took me about a week of completing every world quest every day, and I was able to get that colour. The dungeon one is definitely the most grindy. It's definitely the longest. If you farm Mythic Plus, you can probably get this done in about 2 weeks. I know it took me about 2 weeks of grinding Mythic Plus. However, if you don't have a Mythic Plus group, or don't play that often, it's just going to take longer. Unfortunately, there's no quicker way to get this. It's just a bit of a grind. As I know, it also has to be Legion dungeons. I tried going back to the WoD dungeons, and I think I did Brewfest when it was active, and they didn't count. I'm not sure about time warping, but I imagine it'll be the same, that you need to do the Legion dungeons to get credit. The last colour is arguably the easiest, and can probably get this one done in an afternoon or an evening. All you need to do is spam Q at Alterac Valley, the battleground, and you'll eventually get battles where you can get 100 to 200 kills in one battleground, and I found that was pretty easy. I think it took me maybe about 6 hours to get this one done. And I just literally spammed Alterac Valley. Sometimes you'll only get maybe 5 to 10 kills, and that can be really annoying. But when you do get the stalemate battles where it's just everyone's fighting one-on-one and there's no one really going anywhere, and you can get a good 100, 200 kills per battleground for those, so they're pretty cool. So, lastly, before I finish the video, I'll just mention a couple of macros which you can use to track your progress of these different colours. I've linked them in the description below because there's literally no point in me just showing you them on screen. So you can copy paste those into a macro and you can use them to track your progress. There's one that tracks world quests and PvP kills, and the other one tracks the dungeons. I think there's actually an add-on out there that does this for you, but I found the macros to be fine, so you choose whichever ones you want. And that's all from me. Yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll catch you later.